In the vast and complex society of ancient Rome, few things carried as much weight as color. Among them, one hue stood apart, shrouded in an aura of both immense prestige and profound danger: purple. This wasn't merely a matter of aesthetic preference. Historical accounts indicate that purple was deeply entwined with the very fabric of Roman power and authority. To wear it, or even possess it, could mark an individual as either divinely chosen or dangerously subversive. The question we probe is not if Romans admired purple, but why, beneath its regal beauty, a palpable fear resided. The purple that commanded such respect and fear wasn't just any pigment. It was Tyrian purple, a dye of legendary rarity. Evidence, primarily from archaeological discoveries and texts like Pliny the Elder's A Natural History, points to its origin in the ancient city of Tyre, in Phoenicia, modern-day Lebanon. This unique color was extracted from the hypobranchial gland of specific marine snails, primarily the Murex brandaris and Purpura hemostoma. This natural source made its production inherently limited and, consequently, incredibly valuable. The process of creating Tyrian purple was as arduous as it was foul-smelling. Contemporary accounts describe vast quantities of snails being gathered, their glands painstakingly extracted, and then steeped for days in large vats. The resulting liquid, initially yellowish, would, through exposure to light and air, transform into the coveted deep reddish purple. Scholars estimate that it took tens of thousands of snails to produce just a single gram of dye. This extreme labor and scarcity drove its price to astronomical levels, making it more expensive than gold, according to some historical financial records. From early Republican times, the color purple was systematically appropriated by the Roman elite. Magistrates wore togas bordered with a purple stripe, known as the toga praetexta, and victorious generals displayed magnificent purple robes, the toga picta, during their triumphs. This was not mere fashion, it was a deliberate visual declaration of their high office and proximity to divine favor. The color became, through established tradition, a clear marker of legitimate authority, instantly recognizable and universally respected throughout the Roman world, laying the groundwork for its imperial significance. With the rise of the Roman Empire, the emperor moved to solidify his exclusive claim over purple. While senators retained their purple-bordered togas, the emperor alone was permitted to wear a full purple toga, becoming synonymous with imperial power itself. Historians like Suetonius and Cassius Dio record various instances of emperors like Nero further restricting the use of purple, even prohibiting its sale to individuals outside the imperial family or specific authorized officials. This established purple as a direct extension of the emperor's person, making its unauthorized display an affront to the state. The fear associated with purple was largely institutionalized through Rome's rigid sumptuary laws. These laws explicitly dictated who could wear purple, what shade, and in what quantity. To defy these regulations was not merely a fashion faux pas, it was an act of insubordination, a challenge to the emperor's authority, and could be interpreted as treason. The consequences were severe. Historical accounts detail penalties ranging from heavy fines and confiscation of property to exile or even execution for those daring to emulate imperial purple without sanction. This legal framework instilled a pervasive caution. The history of Rome is replete with examples where the unauthorized wearing of purple signaled rebellious intent or outright usurpation. A provincial governor donning a full purple cloak might be immediately suspected of aspiring to the throne, even before any military action was taken. This visual cue was so powerful that it could ignite a civil war. Records from the late Empire, particularly concerning various contenders for the imperial throne, often note their first act of rebellion was to assume the imperial purple, signifying their challenge to the legitimate emperor. This highlights the practical, political fear purple inspired. Beyond earthly power and legal statutes, purple also held a significant religious and superstitious dimension for the Romans. It was a color associated with gods, particularly Jupiter, the king of the gods. As emperors increasingly claimed divine lineage or status, wearing purple further solidified their connection to the celestial realm. To profane this color by unauthorized use was not just a crime against the emperor, but arguably an offense against the gods themselves. This added a layer of spiritual dread to the fear of purple, suggesting cosmic disapproval for those who dared to defy its sacred exclusivity. The ancient Romans' fear of purple was thus a multifaceted phenomenon, extending far beyond simple apprehension. It was a societal fear of challenging an entrenched hierarchy, a legal fear of severe penalties, and a political fear of signaling dangerous ambition. This formidable color, born from the depths of the sea and bathed in sunlight, became the ultimate symbol of supreme power and absolute authority, understood by all. Its very presence served as a constant reminder of the strict order of the Roman world, ensuring that its vibrant hue commanded not just admiration, but unwavering reverence and, indeed, a profound respect bordering on trepidation.